So I'm Kalen Brand. I'm the mining specialist brought here to Westwa, Liberia by Diamonds for Peace Liberia. And we just finished up a 5-day training with the community here in northwest Liberia. And so over those 5 days we went over the whole mining life cycle for alluvial diamonds. So we started off the week by talking about how diamonds form and some of the basics of prospecting, which is the idea of trying to find the general area where you think diamonds are. And so we went over some of the techniques and methods to understand where the miners can find diamonds. And then we moved on the next day to the exploration process for diamonds, which is pinpointing exactly where the diamonds are and understanding where to dig their holes. And this was very important, and I was glad to see the miners catch on to this idea rapidly, that by pinpointing where the diamonds are in their exploration process, they're able to cut down on the total amount of work that they're able to do, as well as reduce the amount of deforestation and land disturbance that is occurring here. And so during that period, the miners seemed to be very excited to be able to do less work and find more diamonds through these processes of exploration. And some of the techniques that we went over to do this included using a soil sampling tool in order to test the ground in various areas. We went over the method of trenching, as well as the proper directions for optimizing the trenching process. So both of those concepts are used widely around the world for mining and for mining exploration. It was great to see the miners grasp onto that here. And then next up in the process, after the miners dig the holes, they find the diamonds, we discussed on how the miners can characterize the different soil levels and be able to know when they're reaching the diamondiferous gravels. And so this gave them the opportunity to be able to create new records and be able to share their information, so that way in the future they can be more confident that where they're digging is going to lead to them finding diamonds and making more profit. Then following that, went over a variety of techniques and methods for doing mineral processing, as well as mineral identification, and disproving some of the myths around diamonds that had been common in the area. And this was probably one of the most powerful lessons that we taught during this whole workshop. There were many common beliefs about how diamonds are magnetic, how they're incredibly heavy, slippery, how there's supernatural occurrences that make them go to the bottom of the jig, which is the tool that's used to process the diamondiferous gravels and to recover diamonds. And so the miners were amazed that the diamonds weighed the same as many of the gravels, and were able to acquire new concepts in order to increase the amount of diamonds they were able to recover. And so lastly, we had reclamation, which is the process of filling in the holes, and the miners were very accepting and willing to fill in their holes, plant new trees, and overall they were very well grasping onto all of the concepts that we presented. Looking forward to, in the future, being able to come back and seeing those being implemented. Thank you.